You know, there's nothing like hearing bulls bugle out in the field, but the ultimate challenge is to work your calls and make them work for you, to suck in those bulls, to have some close encounters. You know, I like this flex tone bugle, and one of the things that I like about it is you can use the original mouthpiece just like this to produce a bugle. But on the other hand, one of the things that's nice about it is you can pop off this mouthpiece, use a diaphragm in your mouth, and go after it. But you know what? It's all up to you on what's easiest. The mouthpiece or a diaphragm is what's going to make you successful using a flex tone bugle tube. Good luck out in the field. Multiple elk tones is extremely important when you're out in the field. I love using these flex tone calls because of the functionality as well as the versatility. And I have taken out the top portion of this bugle tube. I've converted into a lead cow call. She's very demanding, very loud, especially on those windy mornings. You want to be loud and aggressive to stimulate those bulls to give up their location. Good luck and get a big one. You know, I really love to hunt elk. Number one is because they are so vocal. And the reason why they're so vocal is because there's so many predators out in the field that they're always communicating with each other back and forth. It's kind of like when a kid's at the mall, hey, I'm running over here, and the mom's telling them something like, hey, don't run off. You know, you just want to be very vocal with your calls. And the reason why I like to use these flex tone elk calls is it produces multiple tones of elk calling. It's very effective. I hope you enjoy this hunting tip. Good luck. We're raking and popping the horn today. It stimulates these bulls, especially when they're bugling on their own. And we gotta excite them a little bit, give them something extra to come and investigate. You've gotta groan when you're raking the tree. Archery hunts, this is the ticket right here. You know, one of the key things when you're hunting elk is that you've got to be, number one, very mobile. You got to be aggressive. You got to close the gap in. But the other thing is, when you set up, you want to set the hunter up in front of you. It's got to be important that he sets up with his torso basically facing to his right, if he's right-handed. That way, when he draws that bow, he comes to full draw, he can rotate over to the right, or he can rotate all the way over to the left, giving him about 180 degrees for a shot. You know, one of the key things when you're hunting elk is that you want to set the hunter up in front of you, and that's the center of the X is what we want to focus on. My job today as a caller is to back out immediately, minimum 75 yards, and I like to back out. The bull, let's say, bugles over to the left. What you want to do is you want to shift over to the right. What you're trying to do is seduce that bull down to the center of that X zone. The hunter is going to be stationary. You know where he's at. He's just looking, waiting for that elk to come by. My job today as a caller is to back out immediately, and I'll just start cow calling. If he's coming in, you know, keep calling. Do not, even when you're walking and moving behind brush, keep calling, keep the calls going. If that bull shifts on you again, don't be afraid to get up and move again as that caller.
Oh,